Woo, I am 27 minutes late. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let me see if I can get my guest. What's up, everybody? Sorry for the tardiness. Tez, I just sent you a request to be in the video there. Oh, man. That's crazy. Mm-mm. So how's everybody doing today? Welcome to another episode of Shorty Sneaker Conversations. Just trying to get everything set up here. What's up, Scrawny Johnny 82? Crazy customs, man. You know, I've been seeing you. Rick Bellotti hit me to you. So, you know what I mean? Much love to you. What's up to homie Beezy77? What's going on? Just waiting for my guest, Tez 216. Send another. He's unable to join. Oh, that could be some trouble. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, man. Appreciate, you know what I'm saying, coming through. You know, while we wait for the guest, you know, what's everybody doing for Air Max Day? You know what I mean? What's going on, Zach? You know, what's everybody doing for Air Max Day? I'm trying to figure out what I got to break out. Okay, working on customs. What's up? 19845. Tez can't get my cam to work. Okay. What kind of phone you got, Tez? You got dumb heat. Zach, I mean, if you talk about me, you already know. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best sneakerhead you'd have ever. Nah, I ain't even gonna do that. But yeah, it's been kind of weird having to really work all of my Converse in since I'm working for them now, trying to do that. Google Pixel 3. Yeah, you may want to maybe restart the phone. I'm not sure. I've never had a Google phone before. Yeah. Well, what's up, Mr. 06CC? What's going on? Well, here, let me do this then. Let me see something right quick here. Gosh, this is crazy. I can't. Zach, send me a request to join the show. Oh, man. I don't even know how to do this. This is a nightmare. What happened? Ha! What's up, Zach?
What up, though? What's the deal?
What the fuck is going on with your hair? What's going on? Hopefully Taz will join us in a minute.
What up, Chris?
Not much, man. Just working for Converse. Just try to get it.
You work for Converse?
Yeah, I work for Converse. So
Nice.
yeah.
Are y'all bringing back the weapons?
Man, I don't know what's going on with that. You know what I mean? And technically, since I'm, you know, an employee at Converse, I'm technically an employee at Nike, so I can't really speak much on, you know, what's going on. You know, I got Flossie.
Yeah, I need y'all. I need y'all to bring them weapons back out. Them old school Magic Johnsons, the ones you had on the other day.
Man, you need to just go on eBay, man. There ain't even that much on there.
Oh, I don't be on that shit.
What's up, Flossie?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why? Why don't you get on eBay? We might as well have this. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you get on eBay? What's the problem with it?
I know, right? Shit. I need to try it. I definitely need to try it.
I mean,
For
it's just,
sure.
and then with you wearing 13, 14, I always, you know what I'm saying, come across a lot of it is shit you probably already got, but or had,
No,
but
you can send it my way. Let me know. I be on that stuff, especially sixes. You know how I am about my sixes.
yeah, yeah. So I saw that you bought the what was it, the blue Griffies from other Zach from Say Hindo. You know what I mean? I saw that.
Yeah, yeah, I got those.
I have everything.
I got two pair.
Oh my gosh! You know they're about to come back.
On the day after my birthday. Ain't that crazy?
Oh man! All right. Well, look, I'm gonna interview you like I would interview any other guest, Zach Lewis. Even though I know a lot of these answers to these questions. So, what's the shoe that started it for you?
The shorty for me. Uh,
Yeah.
oh shit! The very first shoe is it has to be the black infrared sixes.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the very first shoe that started for me. Like, so when I was young, back in the day, I don't know if a lot of y'all remember, but it used to be a store called VIP Sports,
Ooh,
and
sports.
and yes, VIP Sports, yes, and at the time, um, they had the black infrared sixes, and they also had the Bordeaux sevens. This was all at the same time. Now, the guy was explaining to me how the Bordeaux sevens was and how hard it was to keep them clean and this, that, and the other. And my mom at the time was like, well, no, we're not gonna do that. And I fell in love with the sixes. The black infrared sixes has been my shoe ever since. I remember my first fit with those was I remember if y'all remember the back in the day when they used to have the Simpsons. I had a Bart Simpson sweater with Bart Simpson hanging upside down, and I had the Jordans on. Like that was black infrared sixes would be it for me all day. That's the
Yeah,
shoe that started off for me.
yeah.
VIP Sports
Flossie just
back in Harvard days, the Harvard days, yeah.
yeah, Lee and Harvard. What's up, Earl? Um, I have kicks. He just said that. There's one in Lee and Harvard. It was one downtown, like Flossie has said. They used to keep the shoes in the plastic. What I used to love about VIP Sports was that they used to sell samples. Now, I wasn't really,
Samples,
yeah, they used to sell samples, you know,
yeah,
um, and it was true mom and pop. Like that's something that's just not in Cleveland. I mean, our former employer is probably the last mom and pop that there is. What's up? 145th in Amsterdam. Risa, happy belated. But yeah, man, I miss those days, man. VIP Sports, TNT, City Blue Downtown, next to Shaker Square, Cricket West, all of them over
dude,
there.
that was all classics. And I mean, if you grew up in our era, of course you remember the Randall Park Mall days where you had Athlete's Foot, you had Foot Action, you had Champs, you had City Blue, you had Finish Line, you had Next. Every shoe store you could think of was all in that mall. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was not one reason why you could not get the shoe that you actually really wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have
Yeah,
these issues that we having now with Jordans and stuff. Like, it was times where you know what I'm saying, like if it was a Jordan that came out, that you could go at like 4 or 5 o'clock that next, I mean, you know what I'm saying, that same evening, and the shoe would still be there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like
yeah.
that now. It's not
Well,
like that now at all.
it's like how you had said you were able, the Bordeaux 7 was newer, you went with the black infrared 6, but when you would go, the old Jordan would still be there, and in some cases the Jordan before that will still be there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like another shoe that people were sleeping on that, you know what I'm saying, that is crazy now, but was the Olive Nines. You know what I'm saying? The Olive Nines is a shoe that a lot of people did not like, but I don't know if a lot of people remember it, but it was a store they used to, I mean, they were sitting at, what was that store called?
What's up, Ted?
What up? What up?
I forgot the name of that damn store. What
Bro,
up, Chad?
What's going on,
What's the deal, baby?
What's good?
You
What's
see me
good?
looking crazy? You see me?
Hey, it be like that sometimes.
You already know. You already know.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yes, sir. That's hey, Taz is definitely. I definitely salute my boy Taz, man. Taz got some kicks too, Chris. Like
No.
he that's the dude right there for sure. For
Hey,
sure.
I'm still looking up to y'all, man. I'm like the little brother to y'all, man. For real.
Hey, look. I'm like Chris got so much shoes, it's ridiculous. Now the thing about it was I had shoes that Chris didn't have, but I also regret because, you know, I sold a lot of my shit, you know, at the time, you know, I had some issues or whatever. And
Right.
I mean, it was one shoe that we go ahead and mention, which was my Dorbecker 6s that I pretty much gave up.
No.
And I mean, Tez, I gave him up for them LeBrons. The two came LeBron
6 and the Dorbecker 9. You leave it at 9, man.
Oh yeah, the 9s too. Damn, the 9s too. But that's how bad. Look, but Tez, you gotta feel me though. Tez, you gotta feel me though. It was like, so I got my rocks out of them. I did get my rocks out of them though. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I did get my rocks out of them. You know what I'm saying? But I regret. I strongly regret, and I mean to this day, like I know Moreland, if he was on here, you know, like he'll never forget. Neither will Chris. You know what I'm saying? To this day,
there when it happened.
Yeah. When they actually retroed them and brought them back out, you know how bad I wanted that shoe, and I still want that shoe. I just can't get them. I can't get them. I can't get them. But
right, that was actually one of the questions I was gonna hit Chris with. If he had to give up everything he had, everything, what's one shoe that just will not go, that you will basically take to the grave with you? One shoe.
Hey, shoe for me is like I told this dude. I mean, I love the Jordan Infrared 6. Now another shoe that Chris knows that I love, and this is like one of my pride and joys. Chris worked at the Record Exchange, okay, back in the day or whatever. And he knows my favorite all-time movie is White Man Can't Jump, right? The shoe that Woody Harrelson had on, the Nike Air Commands.
Air Commands, yeah.
Classic. You hear what I'm saying? Classic shoe. Classic shoe. Classic
Every time I
shoe.
hear that name, that's what I think of.
Hey, and then I don't know if y'all saw my story, but you know, the Reebok pumps that just came back out again, the old school D Browns or whatever, right? And you know, they came out on Reebok, and I was online and everything. You know, they said they weren't gonna drop them till 10 o'clock. Come to find out, they dropped them at like 9. So I got to calling Next, I got to calling City Blue, every store you could think of, I called. So they talking about they don't have them, this, that, and other. So what did I do? I actually DM'd D Brown him damn self, and I said, look, you know, I'm a fan. You know, I really want the shoe. You know, I've had your shoe. You know, is there anything you could do? He actually messaged me back and said, sorry to hear that, but there will be more to be released.
Okay.
And of course, they released, right? And a Finish Line had got them in or whatever, but they only had up to a 12. Right. So I'm gonna tell you how bad I wanted the shoe. Somehow my cousin Larry called me and said he found the size 13. I said, rush it. I mean, it ain't that easy, okay? They don't want the retail, they want more for them. I said, so how much did he want? So he said, give him 220. I said 220. I said the shoe was what, 140? He said, I mean, how bad you want the shoe?
Hey,
So I
Zach,
mean, you know, I'm a sneakerhead. You know, I am a diehard sneakerhead. So
Zach, you trying
I
to say?
paid it. You know what I'm saying? I went on ahead and paid it. That's how bad I wanted the shoe. I paid it. And then when I got the shoe, I sent pictures to D Brown, right? And I said, I got him. I had him in my hand and everything. And he hit me back with the heart. So, you know, hey, it's real. It's real. It's
Right.
real.
All right. To answer your question, though, Tez, for me, I would keep my Chicago ones that I've had since I was in 8th grade.
My Graham.
From 94, 95, just because I literally got those shoes when I was a kid. So they mean everything to me. And it's not recent.
The Chicago ones the Chicago ones I be seeing you with you talking about those?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Them your babies. I already know that. Yeah. Most definitely. Yeah, that's the shoe. That's the shoe you gotta bury me in is the infrared Jordan 6 though. Like I mean, to this day, that's my favorite. That's my favorite Jordan. I mean, I got more. That's if you was to ask me, that's the shoe that I got more of than any Jordan. I got 6s and believe it or not, I also got 1s all of a sudden. But 6s is definitely my Jordan.
You didn't even used to wear Jordan back.
And I didn't. That's the funny thing, Christian. You know it. Like, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy how over the years, certain shoes, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, they just skyrocket like they did. You know, especially the ones. Like, you can't keep a 1 in the store. I don't care what color they drop. And people talking about how they don't want those how they don't want those shattered backboards, the ones that's supposed to be white, black, and orange. Watch. They're going to sell out. I guarantee you that those are going to sell out. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. And the way that they dropping the ones now, like them UNC ones. Them UNC ones they were retailed at $170. Do you know that them damn shoes is almost $500 now to try to get? Those, the mochas, and the ones that's dropping on the 17th, that's going to be another issue. That's going to be another problem. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, and of course, I'm excited about the Raging Bull 5s. I am excited about those Raging Bull 5s. I don't know if you were excited or not, Chris, but
yeah, I'm trying to get them. I mean, we all say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to get them.
Yeah.
All right.
I know, right? Because, I mean, when you go on sneakers, I mean, it's like as soon as you click on the shit, say, okay, you in line, then all of a sudden the shit, oh, damn, it's gone that quick. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's really messed up for people like us that really want the shoe, that's going to actually wear the shoe. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's how it is now. Like I said, you know, you got these kids now, they got them bots and stuff. I mean, hey, it's a new world. It's a new technology. That's how this shit is. So,
all right. Well, hold on.
What can you say?
Now, let me ask, because Zach and I shared the same shoe that kind of got us into it. But Tez, what was the shoe that really kicked off you really being, you know, into this lifestyle that we call sneakers?
The shoe that I think kicked it off was it's a shoe that I love, but it's a shoe that it give me nightmares because growing up, you know, obviously I'm a Cleveland guy, so I've always been a Cavs fan. You already know where that's going, right? You know what I mean? So it's those Bread 4s, man. I love them, but every time I even think about them, man, it's bittersweet every time. You know what I mean? Because I remember
when Jordan shot the shot.
Yeah, exactly. Jordan was that guy. You know, I got people asking me all the time because they be like, man, you must be this huge Jordan fan. And I tell them, I'm like, believe it or not, man, I was a fan of Jordan. I was the type of guy who wanted to see him go out and score 40 points, but at the same time lose the game. You know what I mean? Kind of like how I am with Chris's Lakers right now. I love LeBron. Don't get me wrong. I love LeBron, but you know, if he go out and score 45, 50, hey, good. But if the Lakers lose at the end of the game, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
That's all right. We
know
talked about this when you was at Hibbett, Tez.
Yeah.
What's the
No, but
what's
I
the
love
shoe?
LeBron though, man. All respect to the man. Hey, he gave us a championship. When if you think about Cleveland sports history, man, we've had a lot of great players actually come through this town. You guys know, and
Ron
LeBron's
Harper.
the only one that really deliver a championship, aside from Jim Brown back in what '64.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
man, none of us are alive to even see that. But you know what I mean. Since then, LeBron was the one, so I always got respect for him, love and respect for him. But right now he's kind of like where I saw Jordan back in the day, where I want to see LeBron go out and score 40, 50, but he got to lose the game at the end. He got to lose the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've already touched on, how the bot culture and everything is. I didn't need to say hello to some people. What's up, Leon? What's up, K. Diddy? What's up, Dre, Malt Liquor Poppy, both fly
They
guys.
go Dre calling me a hobo. What's up, cuz? You see me? You see me wild out here in these streets. What's good?
Oh man.
Yeah.
But well, I'll start with you, Tez, and then I'll go to you, Zach. What's like a holy grail, like a shoe that you want that you just haven't been able to obtain for whatever reason?
Oh, easily. What we just talked about a few minutes ago, the Chicago one. Chicago one.
Oh.
That's been on my watch list forever. Resale is crazy. I'm talking about even if you look at the most recent version of 2015 was the most recent, and resale is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? I probably could have that shoe if I was willing to sacrifice some other. Right now I just don't know what I would be willing to sacrifice to get that shoe, because I look at my kicks, it's kind of like my kids, you know what I mean? It's hard to part with them. I gotta give them all that same equal love,
Yeah.
So, but man, that Chicago one, man, I tell people all the time, man, if a UPS truck pulled up and he had like 1,000 pair of shoes and none of them were the Chicago one, I still wouldn't feel complete. I'd still be like, I'm unsatisfied. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the shoe that you saying that you don't have right now is the Chicago one?
Chicago one. And man, if I could, you know what I mean? I look at eBay, StockX, GOAT, all any like Stadium Goods, anybody that's reselling right now. I'm looking all over the place, man. And the shoe is just. I look at the price what they got. That I probably could go buy 6 pairs. You know what I mean? At retail, what they ask for one shoe.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, the 2015 pair to me is the closest pair to the original. I don't count the 94 because that's almost like just buying an original. But would you buy the 2013 Chicago with the Jumpman on the back?
It's either
did it. I can't do it. We have to do that.
No,
the same day as the Mellows at next.
Right.
The Mellows were all great. The Chicago's were awful.
Right. The only reason I would try to go out there to years, like I said, go back to 84, 85, too old, they're probably falling apart. And like you said, in 94 version, what's that? 84, 85?
Yeah. I got a pair of neutral grades that I wear. You can still wear them. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. I'll go get them right now if you want to see them.
Yeah. Bring them out. And they're still wearable?
Oh yeah, it's rubber. It's no polyurethane.
Oh, okay. The stuff that they're using now.
Yeah. What shoe we said? What shoe we talking about?
The neutral grays from 80 was the 85?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Burdens on y'all right now.
Oh shit. The collection. Look at them ones.
How many locks you got on the vault?
Hey, you ain't lying, Chris. Look, hey, I'm telling you, Tez, when I went to his house before he moved there, dude, I don't know how the fuck he found the shoe to wear a day. Like,
what?
That shit was ridiculous.
Woo! Yeah, you can still wear it. Bottom is still intact. Everything's a little dirty.
Woo! He flexed on us.
Hey.
I ain't even trying to do that.
Right.
Hey, that's a flex. That's a sweet flex.
Hey, you know it's real when you flex without even trying. That's that's how I know the sneaker god.
That was a sweet flex. That was definitely a sweet flex for real.
Yeah, that's positive to James. It's nothing
I done already told you what my with my fuck up is. You know what I'm saying? Like all honesty, Taz, like I said, I had some shoes that Chris didn't even have. Like, of course he got, you know what I'm saying, he got the Nike Yeezys and stuff like that. I had one pair which was the silver ones or whatever. I had the silver pair.
Yeah.
Right.
But the shoes that I regret the most is my Doorbeckers. Like I had the 3s, I had the 9s, I had the 6s. So I mean that would be the shoe that I regret the most, would be any of my Doorbeckers. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, that's, I mean, to this day, like, and the shattered backboard ones, right? This is how you know, like, this is how you know that I didn't know nothing about ones for real, and this is why Chris and them say what they say. So, of course, I was working at Next. Of course, I was working at Next or whatever, and of course, at the time, you know, when the shattered backboards came out, I got them, and I think I got them on my discount or whatever. So, you know, I really wasn't tripping. So I ended up selling them for, you know, I think I sold them for like $250, $275 at the time. This was like early though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Dude, what the fuck? So then you find out, you know, I go to the sneaker shows and shit, and I see that the damn sneaker in my size is like almost damn near $600-700 for this shoe.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And trying to get this shoe back, dude. I went through hell and hot water. I got them back. Okay. I got them back. I got the shattered backboards back. I traded through, you know, like I said, I traded some shit. But what I did was I traded, and I got 2 shoes for this.
Mm-hmm.
I got the shattered backboard ones, and I got my Travis Scott ones.
Okay.
I got them. I got the Travis Scott ones. I was going through hell trying to get the Travis Scott ones. And I mean, I was mad because, like I said, at the time I was working at Next, I felt like I was the man. Like, what the fuck you mean you can't give me the shoe? You know what I'm saying? I got to be in a raffle. You got me fucked up. I was really mad about that shit.
No, it was plenty of shoes that you was able to get that I wasn't, and I was the manager. You weren't even the manager. I was the manager.
Hey, Taz, true story. True story. So we at the store, and, you know, of course, me and Chris is big sneakerheads. We both wanted certain shoes.
Right.
They didn't tell me no to nothing. Like, every time I asked for a shoe, I got it, right? And then this the killer part. This the killer part. When it came down to Chris, I'd be like, I was in charge, me personally, and I'm the associate. I was in charge of the sneaker release. Like, I put the names down of everybody I wanted to get a shoe.
Right. I
put Chris' name down, and this is the reaction. This was the reaction. This is from my old boss, Rick.
What?
I'm like, Rick, Chris want them. I mean, Louis, I'll see. I mean, we really don't have that many pair. I'll talk to Chris. Meanwhile, the Bread Jordan 1s came out. We go to the register. Chris looking like, I mean, where is shoe at? He didn't get a pair.
Nah, it wasn't that one. It was a black infrared 6. Remember, they didn't let me get mine.
Yeah, the 6s. Yeah. The 6s. Oh, most definitely was the 6s. Most definitely. But this the killer though, Taz. He had to ring me out, and I got my discount on top of the ring out.
His discount 50% off. I only got 40.
50. And I was the associate. He was the boss.
I'll tell you, I didn't really start getting releases until I started running Next Tower City, and of course Next.
That's how it happened in Coventry, of course.
Northfield, we had to have damn near 100 pairs of the shoe for me to get one.
Wow, that's cold blooded.
Do you know? Like I mean, everybody know me when it came down to the shoes and shit. Like I
Yeah.
pretty much ran random. You get what I'm saying? Like if I said this person getting this shoe, this person getting this shoe, this person getting this shoe, they got the shoe. It wasn't no
Right.
issues. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it was times where I'll never forget this day. We got banned or whatever. The whole company got banned because we sold them all white Jordan 12s early. Okay, you remember when the all white Jordan 12s came out with the it had an insole or whatever, had like a Chinese insole or whatever.
Rising
We
Sun.
were supposed to the Rising Suns. We were supposed to take them back, and well, no, Nike called them back or whatever because of the sole. We didn't have no shoes to give back because we sold them all. So we lost our contract. Okay, we lost our contract. So what I mean to tell you is, that was the year that the black and red flu games came out and the Space Jams came out. I think it was the Space. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Was Space Jams? Okay,
Yeah.
Space Jams.
It was
So that same year, this is when my dude Munch was working at the Villa at the
Shout
time.
out to Munch.
And I called Munch up and I said, you know, I need this size, I need this size, I need this size, I need this size, I need this size. At that time, it wasn't no issue. If Zach said I need this, I need that, I pretty much got it. Okay. Munch came to the store, delivered all the shoes to Next. My boss comes in like, because I mean, I got customers coming in getting their shoes and walking out, and my boss like, what's going on? I'm like, what do you mean what's going on? We rocking. I'm selling clothes. I got shoes in the back. How do you got, Louis? This is a conflict of interest. I said, look here, Rick. I said, would you rather us not have customers come in the store at all right now to get shoes and get an outfit?
Right.
He couldn't say nothing. He couldn't say nothing because I made sense with it, even though I was doing shit outside the company. You know what I'm saying? But I was still making the company money. That's why they could never fire me. They could never find a reason because I kept that store going. To this day, I mean, you know, like I said, I wish everybody good luck, you know, this, that, and other, but I just got too old for it. Like it just got too much. Like, I mean, the shit that me and Chris did, it shouldn't have been an issue to why me or him couldn't have got what we wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We did so much. We did so much business. Like I'm talking about, people wouldn't even come in the store unless we was there. I had people that would walk into the store and be like, Zach here? Zach ain't here. Well, when he come, you know, let me know, you know, and I'll be back or whatever. I had my boss call me up on the phone to say, Louis, I need you to come to the store. I got customers walking in the store and walking out because you're not here. That's how serious it was. That's how serious it was with Next. Dude, one of my friends got killed or whatever. I told them I needed to leave. I had to go to a funeral, this, that, and the other. Do you know that they were still blowing me up on the phone, asking me to come into the store because they were losing business? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, Like, they didn't care about all that shit for real.
Right.
That's they didn't. I mean, you know, and I'm not trying to throw darts and this, that, and the other at them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the truth of the matter is, all they care about is business. At the end of the day, it was all about business. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. I brought business to that company. Me and Chris brought business to that company. If you want to be, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be 100% with it, you know, it was times when Chris, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always had Chris's back. I mean, you know, me and him, we joke, you know, we talk about each other all day, but I got nothing but love for that dude right there. You know what I'm saying? I helped Chris come in, you know, get the job up at Next, you know, I told Rick, you know, at the time, you know, me and Chris, you know, I mean, this is real talk. You know, at the time, You know, next got a serious issue about staying on brand, staying on clothes, this, that, and other. Okay. Well, at the time I was big, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't fit certain shit. You know what I'm saying? When I first started there, I was wearing you know, back in the day, that's when they had the tall tees and the colorful tees and, you know what I'm saying, the rocker wear and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was wearing all that shit, you know? Yeah, I need you wearing LRG. Well, shit, start giving me some of that shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm making the money up here. I don't see what the issue is, you know what I'm saying? So then another thing, yeah, I'm saying, and then they getting the shit for free anyways. You get what I'm saying? So then they had a problem with Chris talking about, you know, Chris doesn't dress on brand, and I mean, Chris wears shoes that, you know what I'm saying, that might be old and outdated. I said, well, first of all, and I stood up for him. I said, first of all, it's like this. I said, Chris is a true sneakerhead, true sneaker collector. You know what I'm saying? So some of the shoes that he does wear, you know what I'm saying, those shoes are very hard to still get. And a lot of people still respect the fact that, you know what I'm saying, about all that or whatever. I had to explain that to them, you know what I'm saying, for them, because they was on some straight trash up there trying to, you know what I'm saying, y'all got to stay on brand. Y'all got to do this. Y'all got to do that. Well, if you want to stay on brand, then give us some of the clothes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, polo this, polo that. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it was a day when some of that shit came up. Still, people came in the store, want to steal and this, that, and the other. All they do is write the shit off, and it's another day. You know what I'm saying? So why can't you just give me or Chris a pair of jeans, a shirt here? You know what I'm saying? No, they want us to pay for the shit out of our checks. No, dude, I told them, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I've always had my own style, you know, to this day. Like, you know, like I wore jerseys. I did this, I did that. You know, that's why you can never see me work at a spotlight exhibition or nothing like that. I wasn't the type of person that was going to change my image wearing tight clothes, wearing, you know what I'm saying? No, I told them, like, I'm not doing that, you know? So they kept me at Bedford. They kept me at Randall. You can ask Chris, and Chris will tell you the same thing. Like, it's been times when, you know, Chris asked, can Zach come down to Coventry, or can Zach come with me to Tower City? What they say, Chris? Zach's not going nowhere. This is Zach's home right here. Zach can't leave. You know how many times I tried to leave Randall? You know how many times I wanted to go with Chris? They put a block on me and Chris. Oh, yeah. Me and Chris was friends before all of this. You get what I'm saying? They didn't want us working out together. They didn't want us kicking it together or nothing.
That's what he
like,
said.
It's real talk.
Yeah. Shout out to
that's real talk.
Well, look, let's get to the next question. I appreciate all that, Zach. I love you too, bro.
You already know.
That's crazy.
Well, Tez, you know, we talked about the shoe that brought you into it. Now, we talked about, you know, your Grail. What's like your go-to sneaker that you have? Like, what's that number one sneaker? You like, oh, I'm gonna kill him today. What is that? And then I'm gonna go to you, Zach, next.
My go-to sneaker.
What's up, Roosevelt? Covenant Army?
That's a good question. I actually got a couple of them.
You got a couple of them?
Yeah, I actually got a couple of them. One of them is my Taxi 12s. My Taxi 12s. And the other one, I got a little story about, I'll get into that a little later, but I got a little story about how I ended up with this shoe. But it's the Thunder 14.
Thunder 14. 2014.
Yep.
Okay. Even though it's Steeler color?
even though, you know, it's funny. Here, I'm gonna get into the story a little bit, how I ended up with the Thunder 14.
Yeah, tell us.
The shoe, well, you know how the internet is, right? We all see the shoe pretty much months before they drop. So once the shoe leaked, I instantly was like, nah, I ain't getting it. I ain't messing with. I love 14s. Don't get me wrong, because I think they are some of them. Well, I mean, when you're talking about Jordans 1 through 14, the 14s are some of the most comfortable ones, in my opinion. And I saw the shoe. I saw the colorway. I'm like, nah, I can't mess with. I can't mess with that. Anyway, I passed on it. So Saturday come and go. I passed on the shoe. So actually, the next day, it was that Sunday. I happened to be at Walgreens over here by my house. I'm in Walgreens. Some guy walked in with him, had him on, made him look so fucking hot, dude. They was so fucking hot. The way he looked now, the way he was just rocking them, I'm like, so I'm standing in the store about to check out, but I'm staring at my man's feet because he got him on, and he made him look hot. And I'm like, you know what?
You hate that though? You hate that. Like when you be like, damn, I had that shoe. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
So this was the Sunday after they came out. So Monday, I ended up having to work Monday. So I had told myself after seeing my man with them on, I told myself, I'm like, you know what? Monday, I'm gonna get off work. I'm gonna shoot straight out to Beechwood Mall, and if they got them, I'm getting a pair. So just so happened, I get off work Monday. I shoot straight out there. I go in the finish line. I'm thinking they sold out. You know what I mean? Because looking back on it now, it was a hot shoe, but I'm like, nah, that black and yellow, I can't do it. So anyway, I go in the finish line. I'm looking around, and I see them on the wall. I go pick them up. I'm like, yo, y'all still got this in the 10.5. My man go in the back. He come out with that box. I'm like, no need to try them on. Just take them straight up to the counter. I'm copping. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I ended up with the Thunder 14s. Though I initially passed on it, but if I wouldn't have seen dude in the store with them on, I probably wouldn't even had a shoe to this day. But my man came in, made him look so hot. I'm like, I gotta go get him now. I gotta go get him. And that's how.
The truth of the matter is, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when we was all growing up, I mean, Jordans was like what 130 at the time, 130, 140. They was down, like, you know what I'm saying. Now they at like 220. Shit, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, times have changed big time.
Yeah,
times have definitely changed.
Yeah, definitely.
Times definitely changed.
What you say?
I was asking Zach, what's his go-to shoe?
I mean, I ain't told y'all my sixes, man. That's my go-to shoe. Period. I love Jordan 6s. Like that shoe right there. I mean, any Jordan 6. I mean, that's my shoe. I mean, a Jordan 6 for me is my shoe. Like I couldn't believe I had got the Travis Scott 6s. You know what I'm saying? Like I am a Jordan 6 fanatic. Like yes.
Still there.
Oh yes. Ooh. Yes.
That's the 2019?
That's the 19.
I got 2 pair of Jordan infrared 6s. I mean, if I could get, you know how people rock Timbs? That's how I would rock infrared 6s, black infrared 6s. Like seriously, that's the shoe right there. That's my favorite Jordan of all time is the Jordan 6. And if I had to put them in line, it would be a Jordan 6, then probably a Jordan 11. And then I would say, see, it's like a toss-up between the 4 and the 3. So, yeah. Right. That's how it goes.
Varsity.
That's how it goes for me. Look at this dude, man. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Right. Hey, ain't no mystery with Chris, man. It really ain't.
And then 220.
You know, like when you get on Instagram every day. That's the first thing you want to do is just see what Shorty C94 put on for the day. I ain't even put them on my feet yet, Chris. I ain't even put them on my feet yet. Dude, I got those. So look, I'm gonna tell you all the 6s I got right now that I ain't even stepped in yet.
Regular.
I got those denim 6s that Chris got, right? I got the Quad 54 6s. I got the Carmine 6s, of course. I got the what other 6 I got? I got the Carmine 6. I got the Wheat 6s.
Okay.
Damn.
Desktop.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? Like man, look, like I got so many shoes that I ain't even stepped in. I even got them 4s, Tez. I ain't put them 4s on yet.
Oh, you ain't?
I ain't got them. I don't got those. I do not have those. I do not have those. That was the Finish Line exclusive.
No, we had them at Hibbett.
Oh, well, see, at the time, yeah, I got the Pinnacle 6. I got the Pinnacle 6, baby. You already know I got them. You already know I got them. Hey, okay, so this another true story about my 6s. Okay, so y'all remember the Champagne and Cigar 6-pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at the time, I got suspended from Next. Okay, I got into it with my boss or whatever, you know, off some dumb shit.
Right.
I ended up getting I had got the Champagne 6s. I paid a little over for those, but when it came down to cigars, I couldn't get them. I couldn't get them for shit. I wasn't going to sleep until I got those 6s. I went to the sneaker show. I forgot what sneaker show it was, but Joe Hayden's old store. I forgot the name of it. His peoples had it. His peoples had the Jordan 6 or whatever, the cigars. They was like, it's a size 13. I said, whew. I looked at him. I said, how much y'all want? He said, 5. I said, shit. I said, look, so Chris, so you know, like when you go to a sneaker show, right? You see the shoe that you want. They tell you a price. You be like, all right, I'm gonna come back. So I circled around. I circled around the spot. Nobody had the shoe. Nobody. I'm like, huh, God damn. I looked at him. I said, they got to come home. They got to come home. Dude, I was grinding my teeth. But I went on ahead and spent 5 on those. I spent 5 on those, and another shoe that I wanted that I couldn't get, that was hard to get at the time, was a LeBron. The corks, the LeBron corks. I paid 5 for those. Yeah. And that's the thing about it is we had them as a company. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I don't see how the hell I had to pay $500 for a shoe that we had as a company, and I'm steady getting y'all this much business, this, that, and the other, and y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was times like I would go off. Like, I mean, like, seriously, that's why I would always be suspended, you know, because I felt like, I didn't feel like I was the god or nothing, but I felt like, you know, if I'm doing this, that, and the other for y'all should definitely be looking out for me. You get what I'm saying?
Felt like he was the god, the shoe god.
Hey, yeah, you know, I mean, you know, hey, king of sales, you know. But,
princess.
I mean, you know, hey, Chris don't say the prince of sales, but you already know. You already know. Like I said, man, me and Chris, we go back so far, Tez. It's not even funny. Like I mean, that's like, I mean, that's like my brother right there. Like I said, we crack on each other. You know what I'm saying? But we've known each other for years, like years. This shit is real. Like, you know, like everybody that know me know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I you know, when it came down to this sneaker stuff, I mean that's what I love. Like, you got some people that love to smoke weed and drink and stuff, you know. That's not me. You know, I mean, my high is getting shoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 40 years old.
There, Zach.
But, you know.
Dre said, carry next on his back. Y'all should have been getting first crack at whatever release. You know, that's real. Like, I always tell people will be like when I was at Foot Locker before we left Cleveland, are you worried about the holiday? And I'm like, man, I done carried whole stores on my back for years at a time. You know, talking about Coventry and you know, to a lesser extent, Power City, though. I had Kristen and Juan. They were great. But you know, once exhibition came, me and Zach was like worthless to them almost, it seemed like.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, like real talk, Tez. I mean, when it came down to it, if me and Chris wasn't at the store, you had people that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't coming to spend it next. I don't care what you know what I'm saying? I don't care who was there. I don't care. No, like, I mean, if Chris wasn't at Coventry or if Chris wasn't at Tower City, people was calling me, asking me, like if they're coming next, and I'd be like, well, go down to Coventry. Is Chris there? Yeah, Chris there. If Chris ain't there, they not going. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people I mean, people have different vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me and Chris, when it came down to it, we understand the whole shoe knowledge thing when it comes down to shoes and stuff. Like you would have the bosses come to us asking us, like, is this a hot shoe? You think it's gonna be a problem? Like we were the people that they would call and be like, well, we're gonna need some security for the store. Or that's when they'll be like, if the way that they found out that the shoe was gonna be hot was constantly people calling the store. Oh, y'all getting this Jordan tomorrow? Are y'all doing this tomorrow? And that's when the bosses will be like, this shoe must be hot. I mean, we didn't got 12 calls, you know, and you know what I'm saying? Like, but damn.
And then it would be the opposite. Like if nobody called me for a Jordan by Wednesday, I knew it wasn't gonna be shit.
Right. Okay.
On Friday, Saturday, and nobody's called me for it by Wednesday. I already know this ain't gonna be shit. I'm not gonna be able to go get no breakfast. I'm gonna just be here from 7:30 to 6 trying to sell these.
And and you already know me and Chris did the infamous. We do the infamous videos to let people know Next is getting it. Like Chris was the very one who started. I mean, I'm gonna put it out there. The whole world can know right now. If Chris is the one who started the whole like showing people we about to get this shoe. You get what I'm saying? Like or like a video play of Michael Jordan with the shoe on. He the one that started all that. All of a sudden, you got Next and you got Exhibition wanting to put videos and stuff up. Chris started all that, and I put it out there. He did. He started all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like for real. Like real talk. Like real talk. I mean, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Like, you know, like they stole ideas from us. I don't care how you put it. Like they really did.
It got so
like Chris, like we had ideas where me and Chris would do something like. Me and Chris always did something unique when it came down to a shoe to get somebody to come to the store. I don't care if the shoe was terrible. We made that shoe felt like it was like that was a shoe to come get. Yes, we'd be like, bam, they here. Look at them boys. You know, like we came up with some shit to say. You know what I'm saying? And people like they respected me and Chris's knowledge to the point where, you know, we'd tell them, like, you know, come on up here and get the shoe. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, of course, like my real peoples and stuff who I really messed with, I'm gonna let them know, like, on the look, like, you don't want that shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, you don't want that shoe. But of course, we working for a company. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta. That's what we gotta do. Like, I remember when they put me in some Currys. I'm not about to buy no motherfucking Currys. Are you fucking serious? They actually made me wear a pair of Currys to put on and say, well, this is the shoe. Well, I mean, you know, I put them on. But of course, you're not going to see me in the streets with no damn Currys on my feet. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That wasn't going to happen like that.
I wear the Currys.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, I don't wear the Currys. I don't do the Currys.
The Curry one.
Chris got a selection.
The Curry too.
Chris got a selection. So I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm gonna say this before we continue. There are certain shoes that I own just because of my love of basketball.
Right.
Like,
okay.
You know, and I it's tough because it's like, all right, we live in Cleveland and Golden State took 3 championships from us. I blame that on management more than I blame it on Curry and Klay Thompson, but I really appreciate the player that Steph Curry is, and I appreciate the way that he carries himself as a image for young black guys to follow.
Yeah.
So the first 2 designs I actually rocked with. After the Curry 2, it just kind of was like, nah, I don't really. But those first 2 I've actually worn with, you know, jeans and stuff. So, you know, but my next question for both of y'all is, we kind of talked about regrets. My biggest regret is I didn't have the foresight to see that the shattered backboard was going to be what it was, because with my discount, it would have been $86. I just don't really fuck with orange, and I'm thinking about the shoe to wear it. I'm not thinking about value. But looking at it, holding it, smelling the leather and the weight. I'm like, damn, this is a nice shoe. But then it wasn't too late. All I had like was an 8, something like that. I should have kept that and flipped that. But you know,
my biggest regret shoe that I say that I'm missing right now that but I'm glad that they're actually bringing them back out this year, and I will be getting another pair, would be probably my LeBron South Beach 8s. That's the shoe that I'm gonna say right now that, you know what I'm saying, I regret that I know you got it. That wifey got you, Chris. That was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have that shoe no more.
Zach, you had 2 South Beaches. How you don't have none?
I sold a pair to New York Mark at the time when I had my other ones. So, like I said, Ted, me and Chris, we've been doing this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had shoes that he has not had, just like he's got shoes that you know what I'm saying, I don't have. But, you know, I mean, like I said, the way I felt is I didn't rock the shit. People didn't see me in the shit. You know what I'm saying? They know I didn't have the shit already. So, I mean, it's like, you know, I mean, I didn't care after that. I didn't got my couple rocks out the shit. You know what I'm saying? But certain shoes that I will not let go of, I don't care, is my 6s. But except for my DVs, like I said, I learned my lesson, and I'm still suffering for that. But oh, this dude, man, terrible! Don't you do it, Chris? Oh,
motherfuckers, boy! Look at the inside. Look like a pillow.
You know what, Chris? You want to play some games? I got some shoes you don't got. I got some shoes you don't got.
You ain't got nothing for me.
Hold on. I'm about to go get it. I got a shoe you do not have. You don't have. Look. You don't have, but your wife has. That's one.
LeBron's? Some LeBron 7?
No.
Nobody worried about that?
No. You ready? You ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Show it.
What are those? Hold on.
Ooh.
Ain't like you can fit them. Ain't like you can fit them.
15 and a half, baby.
Get the fuck out of here. What, you got them custom or something? What is that? A UA?
Look. What'd that say?
Ooh. 15 and a half.
All right, stand on you one time, boy.
You done started something.
Stand on you one time, boy.
I can't talk like that. Nigga trying to shine on the nigga.
Hold on, look. These just came in the mail today, too. I forgot I had them.
What you got?
Woo!
Bitches Jay.
1250 phones, baby. 1250 phones, baby.
Yeah.
We going all day, Chris. What you want to do?
All right, well, what I want to do? All right.
Hold on. I got another shoe you ain't got.
Where you at?
I got those.
All right.
I got those. Hold on, Chris.
I mean, we talking 6s, right?
I want those.
Chris.
What the fuck is that?
Oh.
All right. You got the little D Browns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where you at, Zach? Blue to gray.
Okay, hold on. Let's go. Hold on.
Think it's a game out here, boy.
You think this is a game?
Where you at?
Here we go. You ready?
You gonna come up with some hype.
You ain't get these.
What?
Ooh. Oh. I ain't even get those. Woo!
Oh, you making me go to repertoire one time.
All right, where you at? Pine Green? Where you at?
Hold on.
Tearing up this whole fucking car.
I do got a one. I got a one you don't have. And I know you ain't got it.
What?
Let's go, Chris.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, Chris.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
what the fuck is that?
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
Ooh.
Let's go, Chris.
What size is that?
Let's go, Chris.
Is that a 10.5?
That's a 14.
Where you at, Zach? Where are you?
Oh.
Where are you?
Hold on, Chris.
Where are
You
you?
want to go there?
I need
You want to go
those.
there? You want to go there?
I need
Yeah.
those.
What the fuck is that? Ah, nigga, a Griffey? I gotta go in my garage to get my Griffey, nigga. Forget this. We'll go out here. I ain't.
Hey, hold on, Chris. I ain't done.
No, shit, I'm getting started.
Hold on, Chris. You want to go?
Uh-oh. Hey, Chris, you about to pull out the big gun?
You want to talk about some Griffies?
Oh, shit.
No, we ain't done. You want to talk about some Griffies?
Hold on.
You don't even know what the fuck those are.
I ain't done with you.
Griffies? Griffies, Zach?
No, I'm talking about sixes, baby.
Nah, we off the Jordans. We off the Jordans.
We on the sixes.
I mean, didn't you just buy these from a nigga? I got these chilling, just in the cut.
Ooh.
I got those too. Hold on.
The red ones? Do you have the red ones, Zach?
Oh.
You have the red ones.
Oh. Them the ones they gotta bring back.
I just showed the red.
Gotta bring back.
I just showed the red.
Or, wait a minute, the photo blue, the OGs? What?
Woo!
Oh.
I mean, and then, this just for great measure, because I work for Converse, and they pay me oh so good. OG Jordans, boy. Something you don't know nothing about.
Dang.
I'm in the garage,
Ooh.
Zach.
The champagne sixes.
Champagne, boy.
All right, I'll come back in the
Champagne, boy. Let's go.
Champagne.
Let's go, Chris. Hold on.
Champagne.
Hey, Taz, I really planned on this being different. I didn't plan on all of this, but I'm glad you're here.
I'm loving it. Hey, like I say, I look up to y'all two, man. Y'all the two legends of Cleveland right now.
Hold on. Let's go, Chris. Hold
I'm
on.
like the little brother to y'all, man.
I'm back in the closet with James. Or are we on Jordan? Are we on Jordan?
We on Jordan.
Right.
We on Jordan.
What we on now, Zach?
We on sixes.
Okay, 6. All right. We'll go with another 6. Let me get this motherfucking box open.
The Paris, baby.
Crap, boy.
The Paris.
Big wrap. Infrared pack.
The Paris.
Infrared pack.
Oh.
Infrared pack. Not the 2014 infrareds. I got them too. But
Okay.
and hold on.
The reflective sixes.
Oh, okay. I didn't get those.
Varsity red.
Hold on,
White-
Chris.
Varsity red. Damn.
Hold on. What
My
else I got?
babies. My babies.
The black infrareds, man.
My
There it
babies.
is. But here, we can go sport blue. Sport blue.
Oh.
Sport blue.
Sport blue. Got those.
We gonna go Carmines. This is a 2014 pair. Still ice.
Is them the Gatorades?
I already showed them.
Oh.
Are those the
I didn't know you had
Gatorades?
those, Zach. I didn't know you had the Gatorade.
Come on now.
What?
Okay. Hold on. Let's go, Chris. Damn it.
Oh no, I got. Let's go in here. Here, let me move this over here right quick. Nigga, okay. All right.
Think this is a game? Hold on. You ain't got these?
What? What is that? I can't even see. What, a DMP?
Black and purple, baby.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on.
Do you have these though?
Oh, the Olympic sixes.
And then I'm gonna do you one better. You watch this app? Is his internet out? Did I
I
get
see
the internet?
it looks like it's buffering.
Yeah. Fuck him up right quick. Where you at, Zach?
Yeah,
Infrared?
I'm gonna have to end it right now because I gotta go help some with these bags and shit.
I got a shrink wrap
Damn it.
here. 2012 dead stock. Huh?
Woo! Olympic?
Olympic.
Woo!
Dead stock.
Ooh.
Woo!
Still wrapped up.
And I still got other things I can show you if you want.
No.
I mean, if you want to continue this, I mean, we can go to other numbers. I'll take off the Jordans on my foot right now, nigga.
Oh my god.
You done got me fired.
Oh my god. You lucky, Chris.
Dream it, do it.
You lucky right now.
Dream it, do it, Zach. Dream it, do it.
You lucky right now, sir.
Oh, and I'm gonna hit you with this. You talking about ones? Where these at? These the O's.
Ooh.
Where you at?
Woo!
Where you at?
Hold on.
Where you at? Oh, geez.
Hold
Where you at?
on. Hold on. Hey, I'll be back. All
right.
What is he getting off?
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Yeah, all right. Ooh, okay, Tim.
Hey, I hope you ain't scared away too bad, man. You start putting out some stuff. I'm like, damn. But Zach got some shit too, though.
Shit everywhere. I just had this.
Yeah.
Nah, but I appreciate you joining. The show kind of got a little jumbled up there, but all in good fun.
Hey, it's all good. It's all fun.
So if there was any shoe you could bring back, doesn't matter what brand or what style, what shoe would you bring back?
Ooh, a style that we haven't seen in like a long time.
Anything.
Ooh, good question. Oh, I have to go with. I'm a surprise and go with a non-Jordan on this one here. It's got to be the Air Max 98 Gundams. I miss that shoe. Right now resale is still too high because others I would have already had it, but resale is too high. But yeah, if I could have one more go around with those 98 Gundams, I miss that shoe, and they need to probably drop it one more time just for me,
Me too. Those came out. I had been gone from Next for about 6 months, and I was working in the sewer district, and I was asked if I wanted them, but they had kind of sat around for a few days, so I was just like, well, I'll just get them on the weekend. And then my one dude Tone came to Northfield, and he like bought all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Tone, you bought all of them?
Right. Oh.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. I really, really want them, but because I had them back in '98, they lasted until about 2008. Because I have a picture of Nike Talk.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my voice yelling at Zach. Oh man, I was gonna hit him with the toe tab tids.
Oh yeah, and that's rare. That's rare.
If he comes back, I ask about what you would bring back because a lot of it doesn't really happen with Jordans, but with a lot of runners and the cross trainers especially, they go into what I call the sneaker vortex, where it's like Nike will retro them. They might make them a store exclusive to one store, or they'll bring them out once. They won't sell. They'll go on sale, and then they'll just disappear like they never came out.
Yeah.
And they usually do it with shoes they wait too long to bring back. Like for years, I bring back the Air Mission because my original pairs crumbled. It was weird because they crumbled around the time Junior Seau committed suicide. It was weird. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they lasted for like almost 20 years. And they brought them back. And by the time they brought them back, I didn't even really care about them anymore. It's like, well, y'all waited too long.
Right.
But me, Jordans don't really make it to the sneaker vortex. To me, with Jordans, it's just a matter of if you have the money for them. You can buy a pair of Michael Jordan actually wore, touched, any of that.
Yep.
Find the Reggie Whites or something like that, they're gone.
Right. Forever, yeah. Yeah, you never see them again. I tell you another shoe that I'm kind of surprised they brought back. This was actually last year. The Air Metal Maxes.
The Metal Max, yes. Yeah,
I
I
was
saw it.
surprised they brought that back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I actually like that shoe. I was actually looking for. I think to my knowledge, they only brought out just the 3 colorways. The original black and white. They brought back that what was it, like some type of green colorway, and then the red colorway, which I was actually going to go get the red colorway. The only thing that threw it off, I wish instead of red and navy blue, I wish they was like maybe just red and black. I think I would have definitely copped it. But that red and navy blue, I thought, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it was a trash colorway. I just wished it was red and black. I would have definitely probably went out and got that first day it dropped. But I'm surprised those came back. And I don't think they did all that good because they sat for a while.
Yeah, we probably won't be seeing a retro with them because my wife, she's into this life as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell her, this will probably go into the vortex if I don't get it. You know what I mean? Because that metal will go into the vortex. And 3 or 4 years from now, people who have it will be wanting $400 or $500 for it. Yeah. Because I had to get them. I mean, it sucked because I got them during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Then we ended up getting them when we opened back up at Foot Locker, but I just didn't know. And I'm like, I can't miss these. Because that black and gray, I never had that back in the day. I remember one kid showed up to school with it. It was the day before Christmas break in 11th grade,
mm-hmm.
which was not great for me. And I felt good. Got 13s. I was like, what? And then he came with them.
Right.
Like, I need to get them now.
Right.
You the only gotta get those now. But yeah,
mm-hmm.
I really, if I ever see them used, I might double up. If I see them at a Plato's Closet or something like that, I might double up. But
yeah,
what they'll do too is I've noticed with a lot of the trainers, they'll overproduce new colors, but like the OG color, they'll only come out like the Speed Turfs, the Dan Marinos. That black and white one with the bubble, it's
mm-hmm.
kind of hard to find in good shape. You can find a Dolphin, but that black is a hard one to get.
Yep.
Yeah, the Air Pro Streak, the Reggie Whites, that's another one. They only came out once in 2014. You could only get them on Camp.com. So I ended up finding a pair.
And like you said, they tend to just disappear for whatever reason. And obviously, especially being that you worked in retail, that obviously if it ain't selling, they ain't trying to, they ain't trying to have it on the shelves or produce it or whatever. So, and it's sad too, it really is. You would think that they have like maybe I don't know, something like what Champs may do. They have a regular Champs, and then they also have like a Champs outlet to where, something that no one's going to line up and go after. Hey, let's send them over here to this store. Everything like the Jordans can go to the main store, but then, like you said, those other trainers should go to a different store or something. You know what I mean? Don't just stop producing them just because you do have people out here that that love them and want them.
Yeah. Let me see what the people are saying. The black and white, the Fresh Prince colorway, he wore them like a motherfucker. Speed Turfs. He did wear those a lot. Wear Fresh Prince in that season where he was with Neil Long. I do remember that. My boy, black and white was hard to find, and I didn't like the glitter on the Turfs. Yeah, it's a couple of shoes that I need. I'm kind of done with Jordans. It's only a few Jordans that I've never owned that I've just, I'm like, I've always wanted a black and red pair from '85.
Okay.
Original I have from '85 is that neutral gray.
Mm-hmm.
I've never owned the Chicago 10. Don't know how.
Same here.
Well, I could say in 2012, it just didn't look good enough for me. And when they came out in 2015, that was the date of the first SneakerCon in Cleveland. And I got off and I went to SneakerCon. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just wait because I might find something raw at SneakerCon. I've only budgeted $100 for shoes. And I used to try to be fair to the line at Coventry and at Tower City. Like, it was some pairs I got, but I wanted people to just come shop. You know what I mean? Because issue at Coventry. So,
and as far as the Chicago 10s goes, you passed on a double nickel version. Because I passed on that.
Yeah, because it was the same day as the sneaker con. So
Oh,
first time sneaker con ever came to Cleveland was 2015, and it was on that day. So
oh, okay.
I
I
could have
remember
hit
that.
my office, but I just was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. You know, let some other kids.
Right. I passed on a double nickel because of the 45, believe it or not. That I wanted the original with, you know, because the original obviously didn't have anything on the side of them on that little ankle collar. And I passed. My girl ended up getting the double nickels, but I passed. I was just like, I wanted them, but that 45 kind of threw it off for me, so I ended up passing on them.
I got you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what sucks is it's like, you know, your girl have something that you passed on, and then you just kind of look at it like, man. Like I did that the other day when my wife pulled out those Media Day LeBron 7s. I'm like,
I saw that. And of all people, I'm surprised you passed on those.
I'm a weirdo when it comes to basketball shoes because,
Mm-hmm.
like, when I think of the LeBron 7, I think of his last season with Cleveland, his first go round. And I don't,
Right.
you know, it's still, as a lifelong Laker fan, it's still strange for me to see LeBron wear a Lakers jersey.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
It is.
it's just weird. I'm happy. I mean, we got another championship, and they did it for Kobe. But
Mm-hmm.
it's weird seeing him in a jersey that's not red and black or maroon, and you know what I mean? So,
Right.
you know, and being from Cleveland, I know
Mm-hmm.
our city. But once I learned about some of the stuff Dan Gilbert was into and his alliance with Trump and, you know, the way shit went down with Kyrie, I knew that he wasn't going to stay.
Right. Right.
Shuffling the team, they had Wade, they had D Rose, they had all these people in there, Jay Crowder.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and I'm very into basketball. Basketball influences my, between that and the sentimental things, you know, from when we were young, you know.
Right.
I found a
Right.
pair of Donovan Mitchell's at Burlington the other day, and, you know, because I like him and I wish the Lakers would have picked him instead of Lonzo Ball.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so I'm a sports nerd, but especially basketball.
Hey, oh yeah, definitely.
But I appreciate how you be taking your pictures, man. Your pictures look so clean. You know, when you broke out the Sport Blue Sixes at some point last year, I knew that I had them, but like I forgot about them. I was like, man, I haven't thought about wearing these shoes. I hadn't worn them in a couple years.
Really?
And yeah, I had forgot that I had left the next receipt in them, and the ink bled onto the, you know, the clear part on the side.
Uh-huh.
I had to goop it, you know, for like a week before I could wear them.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, I ended up getting those Sport Blues. I think I got mine from the TNT. If you know the TNT on Broadway.
By the railroad tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I ended up actually it's funny because I ended up going in late for work for that one. I had to call my boss. I said, man, I'm gonna be late. And it's funny because he knew what it was. Everyone at my job knows I'm into sneakers. So when I called him and told him I was going to be late, and it just so happened to be a Saturday morning, he already knew what it was.
That's right.
You know, I ended up making up the hours, though I had to stay later, so it was all good. It was worth it, though. Just I got them. It was worth it, you know. So I had to stay a few hours late to make up the time, but it's all good.
Yeah, I really wish that with Jordan brands, like I like the Air Jordan 34. I didn't get it. The last Jordan I got was the 32 as far as the, but I really wish that they gave us something a little more. It's innovative, but it's still not like how when we were young.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like Nike as a whole, they kind of rely on the retros too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they've like you said, they're putting a lot of their stock into the retros. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy about a lot of them because a lot of them, if they wouldn't have, there's a lot of shoes I wouldn't have. And I think that probably goes for, you know, probably 9 out of 10 of us wouldn't have a lot of shoes that we really want, if not for the retro. So I do appreciate that fact, but I just think they gotta, you know, me and my cousin was talking the other day about how the Jordan line compared to a lot of other people's lines that you see, like Kyrie and KD, like every year the Jordan was completely different than the year before. You know what I mean? Whereas you could tell the difference between a 1 and a 2, a 2 and a 3, 3 and a 4, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? Whereas a lot of times, like we were talking about how I think it was the KD. He was talking about how a few, I forget which numbers he mentioned, but a few of them kind of look similar. So if you really didn't know that shoe, you know what I mean, you could easily confuse one for the other simply because they're so similar in how they're designed and all that. And I say that because I don't have a KD. I actually, believe it or not, haven't been a big fan of his shoes. I mean, I like him as a player. Don't get me wrong. It's just I just not a fan of KD's shoes, so I don't have any KDs in my collection. A couple Kyries I actually wanted for the collection. I didn't get them because they were the ones I actually was going for. I think they were kind of limited. So obviously the limited stuff, very difficult to get. So the few Kyries I actually went after, couldn't get it. Still don't have it yet. So, you know, but KD's, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of his shoe. I like him as a player. Don't get me wrong, but I just haven't, you know, there just hasn't been a KD yet that turns me on to say, okay, yeah, I need to go pick this up. You know what I mean?
Even back in the Thunder days?
Even then, it's just I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I have to go kind of revisit his line, like going back to the very first one, and maybe kind of taking a second look. But up until now, I just haven't seen nothing from KD to turn me on yet.
No, I got you. I have at least two of most of his shoes. I don't have any KD 12s.
Okay.
Going back, I don't have any KD 1s or 2s, but I have a few KDs from before he had a shoe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Same thing with Kyrie. Like, before he had his own shoe, Nike used to give him hyper dunks and stuff, and I was able to come up on a few of those. But I'm with you. You know, with Nike basketball, it's just a shame that it's kind of in the state that it is, because you remember from like 2010 to 2015, we wait like the BH Impact, Christmas Pack, Easter, you know, All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
So, and LeBron, either LeBron or Kobe usually win. Kobe used to always win Easter. LeBron used to usually win All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Christmas could be Kobe. You know, usually his would be the best. So,
right, yep.
But yeah, man. What's the next thing you're gonna try to get?
Well, believe it or not, man, I don't know about out there where you because you're in North Carolina now, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of in between Raleigh and Greensboro.
Okay, yeah. Well, right now they're doing I wouldn't even call it a restock, but the University Blues are coming back. I guess a lot of stores here in Cleveland, the Foot Lockers and Champs, I'm assuming they didn't get their stock. So I talked to Mike over at Strongsville, and he said they never got their stock. So I wouldn't even call this a restock. So right now I've already put in for a raffle, crossing my fingers because I missed out on the first round. So you know, hopefully if I hit on this one, hopefully this will be, you know, my next cop will be the University Blue one. That's if I get lucky. But if not, then I think my next shoe that I'm definitely looking forward to will probably I'm thinking about going after the Stealth 5s. I'm not I mean, it's not high on my comp list. It's one of those shoes that if I get it, cool. If I don't think I'll be too upset about it. But if I don't get the University Blue ones, then I'll probably go after the Stealth 5s.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, I feel it. I mean, for me, and again, I'm not hating. I know Zach had to bust my head with him. I feel like I'm the only one that's in the shoes. I don't like the UNC, this new one. I want the one from 2015. And the only reason I don't have those is because I didn't get them on Coventry. And by the time off that Saturday, all the other necks had sold them. Wouldn't nobody hold me a pair. So I just wasn't able to get them. To me, that's the UNC one. But this new one, it's nice, but it's nothing that I had to have.
Right, I hear you.
But for me, the next things I'm going to try to get are the Bacon Air Max 90s, the Clot Air Max 1, you know, with the I always wanted them. You know, back in the day, shit like that didn't come out in Cleveland, you know.
Right.
Next had only been selling Nikes. A lot of people don't know in Cleveland, like, Next has only been selling Nikes since 02, 03. You know, so they were getting Nikes, but they wasn't getting releases like that yet. So a lot of that stuff I would just see would come out in New York or Washington, D.C. or Philly, and they would come out in Cleveland. So I need those. I need spots, and I need to replace my Air Structure Triax 91s, the infrared color.
Oh, okay. All right. You know, it's funny. I forgot about those Bacons. Yeah, those Bacons are dropping at what the 26th or 26. I think Air Max Day, right?
Yep.
26. Yeah, yeah. I forgot about those. Yeah, and those Air Max ones. Those the see-through joints. They're just different. I love the details they put in those, man. They're super different. You
Yep.
know, if they put as much work into a lot of the Jordan collabs that they do, I think, you know what I mean, prices will probably be even higher than what they are now. You
Yeah.
know, it seems like a lot of times it'll be a general release, but they'll just slap somebody's name on it and call it a collab, and that's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like and I still wish I had those chunky dunky dunks.
You had those?
No, I wish I did. Man, that was a beautiful shoe, man. And I'm not a huge fan of dunks, but that was a beautiful shoe.
Yeah, I'm into what like I told my wife the other day. It's funny you say that. Like,
Oh yeah, the night, yeah.
well, I was gonna say, if I was just into Jordans or just into Air Maxes or just into Dunks, it would be easier. But being into everything, it's a lot. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
because Dunks are something I've been wearing. Like, my oldest pair of Dunks is from '99. I got them at Randall, the Michigan pair. They were 1999. You know what I mean? So um, it's just crazy how everything is kind of spun around. But um, yeah, man, I have nothing but respect and love for the way that you wear your shoes, how you come, and I can tell that you do it for the love, not for the hype.
Oh yeah, no. I like to say I was talking like I said, me and my cousin had a long conversation, and I told him as far as this, I remember when I first started really getting on the gram with it because I really wasn't on Instagram with it or whatever. And I remember thinking like, man, I got to be one of the only few dudes in Cleveland. And it was just like because of the gram is how I kind of came across, like you and Zach. I remember, and I remember going like, oh snap, you know what I mean? Because I honestly thought I was like one of the only few dudes that was really collecting kicks like that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And it was because of Instagram that kind of opened up a whole new world. Like, no, it's other people just like you out here. You know what I mean? And like you said, just kind of going through the years and looking at different people, and you can kind of tell, like no disrespect to nobody, but you can kind of tell like who the hype beasts are. You know what I mean? And then because that's all they got is the hype beast stuff. You know what I mean? Then you can kind of tell who people who love the shoe because they might have a mixture. You'll see a bunch of GR, a little bit of hype. I think I definitely probably Mr. GR all day, man. I really ain't got nothing hype. Obviously because the numbers are limited, and you look at the resale market, prices are way too high. So I really don't have anything that's super hype. Trying to see. No, I really ain't got nothing that's hype. I got a couple shoes that was like maybe like European released only, but it wasn't really hyped over there. It was just more like, I had to, look at some European retailers and get those. You know what I mean? Obviously, because they didn't come out over here, so I had to, get online and figure out the conversion rate from dollars to euros to see, okay, is that, what I mean? But other than that, man, everything is pretty much GR. GR, yep. As I look around, everything is GR. Yeah, but either way, I'm happy with what I got. You know what I mean? So if I can't get some, hey, I still look at what I have and just appreciate what I have and be like, you know what, I'm still happy regardless.
Nah, man, you got a hell of a collection. I mean, I'm not about hype. I mean, we all fall into it. Like the first time I really feel like I fell into it was, let's take you back. I used to be on the list at Next as a customer back in the 2000s because I used to shop at Shaker Square and Randall all the time. I didn't have the responsibility. You know how that is. So
Right.
I fell into the hype for the Invisible Woman Air Force One, the clear one. I still have. Mm-hmm. I wanted them because one of my grails is the Air Force 2 Espo. It's completely clear. Okay. Those came out in 2003, but again, they didn't come out in Cleveland. They were part of the artist series, like those Nelly Air Force Max Barkleys and Next overcharged for them because that's what they were doing back then. You remember that?
Yeah, yep.
They charged me. Those forces were only supposed to be $90, which was high for Air Force One back then. And they charged 150 for them because they were the only people that got them in Cleveland. They did the same thing with the grapes in 2006.
Really?
Once I learned that they were going to be a lifestyle release on Nike Talk, I was like, well, that means I'm not going to be able to go to Champs or Foot Locker and get them. The only places that got the lifestyle Jordans in Cleveland were Next and City Blue.
Okay.
And, you know, City Blue has their whole set of games too, but
oh yeah.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, I mean, Zach and I talked a lot of shit about Next, and I can't say it enough. I didn't really plan on the episode being a history lesson on our times at Next, but
Oh, that was good though, man. I enjoyed that.
yeah, but they've, you know, and I feel like I'm hating. I'm not really trying to hate, but in the past they've done some questionable stuff with releases, you know, even before I worked there. So, but yeah, man. I mean, I don't really look at hype. I mean, it's just about the love, and everybody who I'm asking to do this with me is people who I respect, I rock with, who really in it for the love, you know.
Right. Right. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, man. Like say, it's only when I look at the whole Instagram, man, it's like say it's a few guys on here who I get inspiration from. And that's you. I know Zach, like say that's my guy. Zach, Jumpman, everybody knows Jumpman Bostic. And Mr. Miller. I think you should be hip to Mr. Miller. Lil Rock Kick on Deck. Yeah. You guys, man, you four guys is who I get inspiration from, man. When I, you know what I'm saying? So when I really started being like, all right, you know, like say, because initially I wasn't on the gram posting kicks initially. Then when I saw, okay, like, all right, this is, you know, what everybody's doing right now. I'll you know, I'll play along, I'll post, you know what I mean? But it was all about posting because obviously, you know, especially now with you being in North Carolina, like, I can't just come and see you and be like, okay, let me go over here and see what Chris is rocking today. So this is kind of like my way of reaching out to everybody because obviously, you know, we're all spread out. So it's like, okay, let me post and see, you know, later on see what I'm rocking. Then I can kind of see what they're rocking. You know what I mean? Because obviously, I mean, it's too bad we don't like live around a corner from each other where we can kind of get together and congregate a little bit. You know what I mean? Chop it up about kicks. So. But it's all, I mean, I'm having fun with it though, you know, having fun with it, man, you know, appreciating the kicks and, you know, hopefully everybody, like say the real sneakerheads out there are feeling the same way, man. Like say, get your shoes, rock them. You know, you still got a pair on ice. I'm surprised you haven't broke them out yet though. I'm waiting though. You know, those Olympus sixes, I saw you still had them up in the plastic. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. I still wear that other pair.
Oh, okay, all right.
I had two pairs, so yeah, I just wear the other pair.
Oh,
Yeah.
They were the flicks.
Well, I got lucky with those. One of my customers, he was on here. You know, one of my customers turned really good friends. Mike,
okay.
He gave them to me as a gift when I was on Coventry.
Okay.
I held him down on some shoe. I can't really remember which one it was, but I didn't expect for him to come, you know, like that. You know, and
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, because my pair yellow. You know, the yellow.
Right. Actually, there's a pair. But speaking of sixes, there's a pair that I think when you're still over at Hibbett's that we talked about, and I don't think you was feeling them. No, it wasn't. I think you were at Foot Locker at this time. You were at Richmond, and I remember I brought them up, and I remember you was just kind of like, nah. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, and I ended up getting them. And I'm like, I got him in hand, and I'm like, I can't believe he not feeling his shoe. So I said, I'm like, you know what? If I ever find a size and for a good price, I was going to actually gift it to you.
Really?
Here, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let me go over here to the little shelf.
Like the setup.
I still can't believe you hated on this pair, though.
Uh-oh, I'm afraid to see what it... Oh, yeah. I just...
This is not a bad shoe. I remember we talked about it when I came up to Foot Locker that day. We didn't get into it, you know, extensively because I think you guys were kind of busy that day. So I'm like, I didn't want to, you know, hold you up or nothing. But I mean, we briefly talked about it, and I was just like, man, you see those Q54 sixes or K54? And you was just like, nah. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, damn, it's actually not a bad shoe in hand. Actually not a bad shoe.
I'll say this. I like that color better than the one that Zach had showed, the one with the purple. I
The
like
purple, yeah.
have a little better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just I really go against myself sometimes because I'll be wanting the shoes to be like how they were back in the day, but it's like, well, you got all the OG colors, so now what? They got to do something with it.
Yeah.
I do appreciate them putting the Nike Air on the back. So
Yeah.
if you ever see me with them, it's because of you.
Yeah, exactly. I said if I ever found found your size for a decent price, because I think they're not super bad on like StockX to go right now. I think they're pretty decent, but I'm like, you know what? If I can get the resale price to come down a little bit, I think I'm a combo pair. I'm gonna ship it to them. And I wasn't gonna say anything. I actually was gonna keep it as a surprise. What I was gonna do is I was gonna hit you up and be like, "Yo, you got a package coming," and I was gonna get you to like unbox it on live. So therefore, we all see it at the same time. So I think that would have been dope.
Yeah. I tell you, with the sixes, one pair I regret not getting were those social status sixes with the pony hair.
Yeah.
I really should have got those. I had actually kind of forgot about them until Zach showed them, because I definitely should have got those because they got down to like 140 on StockX at one point.
Yeah.
They went back up a little bit now, but
You know what? I actually, that was one of my few W's on sneakers app. That they did those social status sixes when they came out. That was one of my few W's right there. I remember that day they dropped. I'm thinking I probably won't get them, but I'll try for them anyway, and I ended up hitting on them. So the only thing I probably do regret is probably buying them so early, because seeing how they sat, I think a couple of other stores that actually had them in stock, actually they went on sale. So that was my only regret with those, was buying them first day. If I waited for a while, but I thought, man, they're gonna sell out, just like everything else, and they not selling out.
Initially, when they were introduced, the way that everything was worded, it was like they were coming out down here at social status, and they were only going to be at social status. Then they came out with sneakers, and they were on sneakers for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
They were there. Like, I remember looking at them a couple times, like, damn, but I had just bought the turbo greens and the new infrareds, and hell, she may hear me or may be watching this, but I try to, when I get a new pair, I try to hide the fact that I still have the old pairs from the For example, I bought a pair of certain shoes. Whenever they come out, I have to get them. How many pairs I have. Like with Jordans, Infrared 6, Bordeaux 7, Aqua 8, Black Cement 3, White Cement 3, Black Cement, white. With the 5s, the white, black, and red with the silver tongue, it's just one of my favorite shoes.
Right.
I still have my pair from 2000.
Okay.
I have 2 pairs from 13, and now I have 2 pairs from 20 from last year. Because I bought a pair, and then she tried to surprise me with the pair. And then she was going to take them back, and I was like, no, let me just keep, it's just one of those shoes. I got to have it around.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. That's like I said, that's how I feel probably with the, well, if I can ever get my hands on the Chicago 1, no, but yeah, like I say, the taxi 12s, actually, they need to go ahead and bring those back. So many things are coming back so quick. The taxi 12s definitely got to make a comeback. What else? Let's see, I'm trying to think what else. The cherry 12s.
Yeah, those even more so than the taxi, just because they haven't been out since 2009.
Exactly. Yeah, so I don't know what the holdup is on those. The cherry 12s got to come back. Trying to think what else.
White Cement 3 the regular way, without bullshit, clear, no swooshes. They let 2018 in without them bringing out the White Cement 3 regular. I'm glad.
Yeah.
But I got, I've got every black Cement 3 that they've come out with, other than the 94 and of course the 88.
Right.
I need the white. My white pairs have crumbled. They're just in the garage.
Right. I actually went, because I wanted the white Cement 3 so much, I actually went and paid resale for the free throw lines, because that was the closest I could get. You know, I hate it. The price was kind of high, but I did it anyway. I'm like, you know what? Screw it, because I was watching it for a while because I couldn't get it out actually when they released. And so I ended up getting them from I think it was StockX. I ended up getting them from, and I was watching the price for a while, and I'm like basically like, please come down, you know, the resale price, and it wouldn't budge, and it actually started to creep up a little bit, and I saw that, and I'm like, you know what, let me do it, go ahead and just do it now, because if I don't, you know, I'll never get it. That's how the Travis Scott 4s got away from me. I actually wanted that shoe before, you know, I think because I think the Travis Scott 1s got way more hype than the Travis Scott 4s did when they released. And those Travis Scott 4s when they were on StockX, I think I seen them for as low as like 225. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at them and I'm like, I want that shoe, and 225 wasn't that bad, but I'm thinking, you know, maybe they'll fall a little bit more, you know what I mean? More closer to like the 190 or just the 200 range. And they didn't. I think after the one came out, the Travis Scott 4 shot up, and now they're way overpriced. And that's why I still don't have that shoe. But that's one Travis Scott shoe I probably would have definitely got, was the 4.
Yeah. You know, talking about the Chicago one, now I don't want to make you bad by asking you this, but did you buy either one of the mids last year?
I didn't get the mid. Because I just, you know.
You gotta have the real thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that, you know, that's one thing I haven't gotten into. I don't have any low top Jordans, and no mid. The only mids is everything after 2, because I think the ones was the only ones that he actually made kind of like, you know, high. Everything else is basically mid top. I haven't gotten into the Jordan 1 mids, believe it or not. I'm not. I don't know. I hear people debate this all the time. Mids are, and they are nice. I'll never hate on the mid. I don't know. I just could never get with the mid. The mids and the lows I couldn't get with. I have no joy. Even though now, just recently here, speaking on lows, the reverse breads are still, well, last I looked, they were still sitting in Foot Locker in Strongsville, just sitting like duck. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's not bad, the reverse bread one, you know, and they're the lows. And I'm like, man, they're just sitting. And I was actually shocked that they were. And I started to pick up a pair and I'm like, nah, let me hold back. Let me hold off. But, you know, I was this close to getting reverse breads or whatever, the Jordan 1 low. But I don't know. I just can't. And I'm not hating on the mids. You know, I know a lot of people out there love mids, you know, so I'm not hating on the mid. I just can't get with the mids though. But yeah, they came out with the Chicago mids, and I was tempted to. If there was a way I could kind of disguise them and make them look like highs, I probably would have did it, you know.
Yeah. Well, they had 2 mids. Well, they had one. They both look like the Chicago. You know, they're a little shorter. The one I have the first mid where it has a black toe, and then the second mid looks like a Chicago, but the back panel is white instead of red. So
right.
Angeles paint, you know, but even the mid Chicago's, they're reselling for anywhere from 140 to 200, which that's not that much. I mean, they were 115. My son has the black and red mids. You know, I mean, if I didn't have all of the highs and stuff, I would probably wear the mids because, you know, I mean, I just don't know why they won't give us the Chicago, and they keep teasing us with these dunks and these trophy rooms and, you know, just different things instead of just, you know, people want it. But I'd rather them, I guess, keep doing that than come out with them, only make 50,000 pairs where nobody can get them.
Right.
Because that would piss me off. Like, I really need a brand new pair of them.
Right. I hear you. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, mids are not. I think you know, I've actually, people that are really into mids have actually said, man, the quality on some of them are better than the highs on some pairs. You know, and I'm like, you know, I was a little bit surprised, but then, you know, like I said, because I don't know, it's just I just can't get into the mids or the lows. I actually, you know, don't have any low top Jordan, believe it or not. No low 1s, no 2s. What else they made? Top fives, no sixes,
Hmm.
no 12s, no 11s, 13s or 14s. What I actually wanted them to do, though, especially speaking of low tops, is because they were coming out with the they always come out with these different themes that have different colorways, and I'm like, what they should do is take some of the classic low top colorways and switch it over to the mids or highs, and take some of the classic mid top colorways and switch it to lows, because the Laney 14 lows, they only made that colorway in the 14 lows, the Laney.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, if that had been a regular mid top, I'd have been all over that shoe. All over that shoe. But because it was a low and I wasn't really feeling the low, I'm like, man, imagine they made the Laney 14, but have it as a mid top. You know what I mean? Do it kind of like a reverse thing, because for a minute it seemed like Jordan Brand was running out of ideas. They've covered the man's career. They even covered the man's outfits. You know what I mean? Like, what else could they do regarding Michael Jordan, right? So I'm like, well, why don't they take classic low top colorways, put them on mids, and vice versa? Give us that.
It's only a matter of time now since you didn't put that in the universe. But there's probably 14 high somewhere, on
Mm-hmm.
Nike campus that we just don't know about. Because I'm convinced. I don't know if you saw my post today with those nines, but I really feel like those Dream It Do It nines were just a sample from '93 that they just didn't come out with.
Right. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. I actually have those too. That was a decent shoe, decent colorway.
Yeah.
And you probably could say the same thing for a few more colorways that we've been getting recently, simply because they, probably ran out of ideas, and they probably looked back through the archives and say, okay, let's just throw this out there until, we come up with something or whatever.
Yeah.
But because like I said, regarding Jordan's career, they pretty much covered every aspect. To when you start, coming out with shoes based on what the man wore, like the Rookie of the Year ones, simply because of, I think, the shirt or something he wore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the sweater sevens or sweater eights, and you know what I mean? It's like
those pictures, the green jacket he wore on Saturday Night Live.
Exactly,
But
like, what else could you do? Don't get me wrong. They've covered everything, So, and you notice they're starting to, I guess, since they've run out of stuff for the pro career, they're pushing the college thing. So we're getting a lot of UNC colorways now. It seems like lately, more than what we used to see, back in the day. We're seeing more in UNC colorways of different models. We always had the UNC one, which was like a classic. Now we're seeing it on different models now. And I'm not particularly mad about it. It's just, just don't overdo it too much to where you kind of bring down the UNC. I'm not a UNC fan or anything, but you know what I mean? It's just like if you were to go start putting Nike on the back of every shoe, you know what I mean? It'll kind of bring it down. It won't mean as much, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So, personally, as far as putting Nike on the back of different things, I keep that for the OG colorways that originally came with the Nike on the back. Don't put it on everything. I know a lot of people want. I've seen someone actually on Instagram make a comment like they should have did it on the back of the Georgetown threes that just released. And I'm like, nah, Jumpman is cool on the back. Not, you know what I mean? Now, the white cement threes, black cement threes, yeah, Nike on the back, because that's how they originally came, but not on everything,
I feel that way about the 11s. I don't feel like every 11 should get the high cut. Just the originals, like.
Concord.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was saying, like you said, originals, like the Concords.
Yeah, the Concords, the black and reds. Technically, the Space Jam is an original, but not the Columbia. But everything else, all the new colors should just be the low cut patent leather like they've been doing. So that's just, what I think. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you being up. Sorry I started late,
Oh no, it's all good. I didn't know if something was wrong. I'm like, you know what? He probably should have hit me up by now. I hope everything's all right. But like I said, man, it was fun. We got to definitely do this again. Definitely do it again.
Absolutely. I guess before we go, tell me what's your last shoe? Like I said, the Chicago. What is your last shoe if you had to give up all of your shoes?
Ooh. All that I have in my hand right now, what's one shoe I'd keep?
Gotta get rid of everything else. It's the one shoe.
Yeah. Uh, I'll probably show it to you. I don't want to tell you about it. I'll just show it to you instead. It's probably hang on a second. We briefly touched on this earlier. This is probably the only shoe I'll keep if I had to give up everything else.
Wait a minute.
Let me know if you can see me.
I can't. I just can see the stacks.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder is it the light?
Yeah, like all I can see is just the shoe stacks and your chair, but I can't see you.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh, I think I hit the wrong button. Hang on.
The arrows, man.
Can you see me now?
Nah, just the shoe.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah, try the circle arrows.
All right, now it's turning the opposite way. Hang on a second. All right, how about now? I wonder if I turn my Wi-Fi off, if that'll help.
Hmm. I guess other people can see it because my boy Ronell said you got the bread for.
Yeah, the bread fours I'm holding up.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm missing it. Yeah, all I can see is your chair and your shoe stacks.
Really?
Yeah, I can't see you at all. But
Messed up.
that bread for it's a special too. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
good for us Clevelanders, but
right. Like I say, it's a love-hate thing, man. When I look at this shoe and I think about it, obviously when you mention that shoe, I think everyone around the world, thinks about the shot, and like say me, even at that young age, being a Cavs fan, it was just like, I'm sitting there crying, but then I'm also like, well, what shoes is he wearing,
like I remember I was 8, I was almost 9, and I remember my dad was taping it because he used to tape all the NBA games, and as soon as the shot went in, like the tape, it just goes to static after it goes in, like
Really?
it's the funniest thing. I wonder if he still has that because it was hilarious. Like you know,
Uh-huh.
it was one of the funniest things I ever saw. Looking back at it years later, so um, yeah, that's another. It's a very special shoe. That black and red 4 is another shoe that every time it comes out, I have to get it. Like
Right.
it's not a question. I mean, I doubled up in '99 and I doubled up in '19. I didn't
Okay.
double up in 12, but I still have that pair. And
Okay.
I wear it beat, because the paint, that was a fucked up pair. All of the
Yeah.
12 4s from 2012 were made like shit. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, you can say that about the 12s from 2012 too. They were all quality was not on par from like 2010 to 14. Jordan quality was kind of shoddy. It kind of came back with the remaster, but now I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they remaster what they want to. But every shoe isn't good.
Isn't top right. I agree. And that's kind of sad too. You would think that they'd be, equal or uniform across the board, when it comes to quality. I mean, especially for a guy like Jordan, you would think that whatever you're going to put his name on better be top notch. I mean, that's how I would imagine he would be. You know, hey, if you're going to put my name on something, make sure it's, you know what I mean, top notch.
Yeah.
But it makes me wonder sometimes, like how much input he has into like what comes out, what colorway is going to come out, when it comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to think that he has some input, but I mean, like you say, with some of the quality issues that we've seen over the years, and you know, here and there, where it's one shoe's like really good quality, the next shoe, like you said, is kind of shoddy. Like, you know, it kind of makes you wonder, like, how much input he has on it. You know, does he kind of go out and not necessarily go to the factory himself, but at least say, hey, first batch of shoes come off the line. I need to see a pair come across my desk so I can see if, you know what I mean? I mean, that's how I would be. If you're going to put my name on something, you know, first thing comes off the line better come across my desk first so I can check it out. And if I give it the thumbs up, then we, you know, keep the line going. If I don't, then, hey, we need to back to the drawing board and figure this out, you know?
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it, man. I appreciate you. You definitely.
No problem, man. Anytime. We definitely got to do this again, though.
For sure, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Sorry about the late start one more time.
Don't worry about it. No problem here. Hey, I appreciate you inviting me on, man. Appreciate you inviting me on. Like I said, definitely got to do this again, man.
Absolutely. Oh, also, I sent you a Facebook request, so accept me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No doubt.
Well, appreciate everybody for watching, you know, out there, the people that we still got. We're going to close it down now. On behalf of Tez216, make sure to follow him. We'll see you guys later this week with another wonderful guest. It's been another Shorty Sneaker Conversations. Peace.
All right. Cool. Peace out, fellas.
All right, now.